Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks, and it is the holiday episode, Christmas is this week edition of Who's That Cosplayer? I was about to say Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks again. I'm tired, but your boy, I'm tired because it's like Santa Banks. He's going to all the houses and everything. I had to take a little break. I got D and Trav helping me out. They're sliding down the chimneys right now. But this is a new episode of Who's That Cosplayer? And joining me today is Formidonis Reign. How are you doing today, Formidonis?
I'm doing well. How about yourself? I
am doing awesome. But like I said, I'm tired. Santa Banks. I'm trying to get all the gifts to the boys and girls this holiday. And, it's tiresome, but we're going to get the job done. So thank you so much for joining me. And before we even start this interview, I want to ask you, does Formidonis Reign, that's an awesome cosplay name. Tell everybody, how did you come up with that name?
Gosh, how did I come up with it? Well, it's Latin. So Formidonis means terror or a feeling of dread. So it's a reign of terror is what it means.
Nice. I love that, even though we aren't in the spooky season right now, it's I love the theme of that name. You know what I'm saying? So before we get in today's interview, everybody that's watching, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And as D always says, podcast link down in the description. Like, follow, subscribe. So let's go ahead and get into this interview. Again, Formidonis, thank you so much for joining me up here. The cosplay that you're wearing right now, and it's awesome, Maleficent. And hey, your boy's going to ask you the Disney questions because I love that a lot of cosplayers that I interviewed, they love Disney stuff, and we'll save that later for the interview. But the second question I have for you is, what is your origin story? Every hero or villain has one. So tell everybody who Formidonis Reign is.
Ooh, okay. So origin story. So I like how you said it's a villain or a superhero. I would definitely be a villain.
Nice. You're the first person to ever say that too.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's the whole origin behind it. I like dressing up as the villains. I like to be the bad guy. I like the persona. It's not something that you can really do in real life, but once you are Maleficent, you can definitely be Maleficent.
I love that. I really do. So how did you get into doing cosplay?
So my boyfriend, he does Word to My Nerd. He has a YouTube channel. And so I don't know, I guess we just kind of whatever he likes to see me in is what I will put on.
Hey, now, real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you say your boyfriend, he does Word to My Nerd, and that's the group on Facebook, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in that group. So it's hey, tell your boyfriend Santa Banks says what's up, and I hope that he's ready for the holiday season, and the Great Gingerbread War is coming up. But you can continue. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Oh no, that's okay. We just like doing stuff together. It's everybody likes dressing up. Everybody likes to. So I just like to pick different characters and try to personify them as best as I can.
Nice. I love that. So what was it like when you got into your first costume? Did you wear a costume going to your first con, or did you go to a con first and was just like, yo, I want to wear a costume the next time I come to a con?
Oh gosh, honestly, the first costume I probably ever put on was probably just your everyday, just going somewhere, maybe to a concert or something. I typically like to dress in I don't know, costumes every day, just this for the, you know what I mean? You just look a certain way, whether it's pigtails or schoolgirl or goth or something like that. Just so just every day is something. So I think the first con we went to, I can't remember, it was in Virginia Beach at the convention center, and I remember it was raining that day. I don't think we stayed very long because I was with my whole family and they weren't as into it, I think. So.
Yeah, I definitely know how that can be. It's when you go with people who really aren't into the nerd stuff. Well, they're into it, but they're not heavily into it. It's
Yeah.
like their window is very small compared to somebody that's, you know, going to these cons and they're feeling like they're a kid in a candy store.
Yeah. So I'm definitely looking forward to going to my next one and, you know, staying as long as I can and just soaking everything in and meeting everyone.
Yeah, because, you know, just going to these conventions and especially when you're in costume, it's just an amazing feeling because it's like so many people, they want to take pictures with you. They want to have questions for you. And it's just like, you never know who you might be inspiring with whatever costume that you're wearing, you know what I'm saying? Or the friends that you're going to meet because of the costume that you're wearing. When I went to NecoCon this year, I cosplayed as Jotaro Kujo from part 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And I met so many new friends through the JoJo community. And when part 6 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure came out, we did like a JoJo pose challenge thing where it's like we were in regular clothes and then we put our hand in front of the camera. And then when we removed our hand, we were JoJo characters. So,
I love it.
Thank you. So, I mean, it's just awesome, you know, the cool things that you can do when you go to these cons, the people that you can meet and all this stuff. So I want to ask you next, what is one of your favorite con moments that you've had?
Oh gosh. Basically just seeing at this point, I've only been to one and it was very brief. So the best thing for me was seeing everyone's outfits and how creative they are. And you know, everyone they're making these things. So just to see the creativity and the ingenuity, the things that they're made out of, and it's all art and it's just really impressive. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I love about cosplay as well, because like you just said, it's like, you know, people, they're artistic with their makeup. Some people, they make the costumes themselves. And then some people, they order them online. And what I love about cosplaying is that it's costume play. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want to do as long as you're having a fun time. So the costume that you're wearing right now, is that something that you made yourself or is this something that you purchased online?
No, this was definitely purchased. I could not make this. I mean, I don't know if you can see this.
I can see the horns. Yeah. It looks badass, man.
Yeah, but the next one I'm making, so I'm actually making the Bowsette, and that one is actually made. So
nice.
You know, just putting the shell together, and then the next thing I have to do is airbrush it, and then putting all the epoxy on and making it like a real solid piece. So that one is actually going to be created by me. Nice. This one it's not. It's purchased.
And see, you know, since we're talking about, you know, Bowsette and then you're Maleficent right now, you know, like you said at the start of the interview, you're a villain. So of course, you know, you have been on the naughty list for, you know, Santa Bank. So I am going to be giving you coal this year, unfortunately, because that's what happens when you're naughty.
I'll accept it.
But I want to ask you, because of the Bowsette one that you're going to be doing, is arts and craft, is that something that you've been into your whole life? Or is this something that it's just like, hey, I want to make this costume from scratch and I'm just going to put my best foot forward with it?
No, I love to create things my whole life. Yes. So anything, no, I just love to create stuff. So it's really a way to take something and make it your own. And yeah, no, it's all my art. It just comes from in here, and then you just try to make it so everyone else can see it too.
Nice. I love that answer. So now, because I know that you got Bowsette coming up and then you got Maleficent, are there any other cosplays that you're working on right now that you're going to be debuting at the cons when they come back?
But there's I have a Punisher one, and it's a lady Punisher, and I have to do another set of photos on that one because I wasn't really happy with the way the first ones came out. So I have that. I've got the Spider Gwen that you saw. So I've got that, but I think the next one I want to do, I kind of want to do Emma Frost would be really cool. Oh, gosh.
Now let me ask you. Now, when you say Emma Frost, are you just talking about Emma Frost, just the outfit, or are you talking about Emma Frost and her whole
the
diamond
form?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
To be honest with you, I've seen people just do Emma Frost like in the White Queen outfit. I've never seen anybody like just do like a straight diamond form of Emma Frost.
I think that is a really great idea, and since you haven't seen that, that's something I would like to show you.
Yeah, hey, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
and I feel like when you do it, I mean, it doesn't have to be too complex. You know, like I don't know if you've seen a cosplayer who she did a Mystique cosplay where it was like half her body was blue and then the other half of her body was her turning into a soldier. And it was so simple, you know. So I think that would be awesome if you could pull off like just a diamond form Emma Frost, because it's something that I really haven't seen before. And
I wonder how I would do that. See, that I feel like that would take the airbrush, and because you'd have to make facets of like diamond facets on your body and see if you can get the shine right, you know. That's hard for photography, to get that glitter, you know, the shine. But I'm up to that challenge. I like that. I think I'm gonna try that.
Who's that cosplayer?
It's me, Captain All Might.
Hey, well, you heard it here first on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks, because I can't wait to see that. And like, you know, just the whole transparent, translucent thing where it's like where people see you, and because of the glitter and everything, it looks like there's a reflection, or like they're seeing themselves while looking at you. So I mean, like that might be something that's cool, you know, or even like to put like plastic mirror pieces over your body,
like chrome somehow.
I think that would be very awesome to see. So hey, when you do that cosplay, you know, make sure that you tag me in it and be like, hey, we talked about this on Who's That Cosplayer, and I want to thank Benjamin Banks for giving me the idea. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I will. That's great. That's a great idea. Now I'm really thinking about what I could do to get that chrome look.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I'm sure all of the viewers that are watching this video, they're going to be looking forward to it as well. So I want to ask you this next question to kind of move away from the cosplay stuff, because, you know, you are cosplaying as Maleficent right now. Ooh, I almost butchered her name. You know, we've had people come up here before and they're huge Disney fans. So I want to ask you, top 5 Disney movies, not 3D animated, just hand-drawn cartoon Disney animated films.
Oh man, this is gonna take a long time. Top 5?
Top 5.
Shoot. So I love The Lion King. Everybody loves The Lion King. Gosh.
I'm surprised you didn't say Sleeping Beauty.
I mean, I like Sleeping Beauty. I like Maleficent in Sleeping Beauty because she's just so over the top. But I liked The Lion King because, you know, I feel like I grew up with that movie.
Yeah, it's a classic. Like everybody loves The Lion King.
And some obscure ones I liked was The Rescuers Down Under. I feel like that was Disney.
Yes, it is.
I loved that when I was growing up. Bianca, her little accent was so cute. Oh my gosh, what else? Okay, that's 2. Jeez.
Yeah, it's like on the last episode, one of my guests, she had mentioned The Sword and the Stone, and I was just like, like you don't really hear a lot of people mention that one.
That's a good one too. And then there was the cauldron one, the Black Cauldron.
Yep,
that one, that was a good one too. That one was kind of, you don't hear that one a lot. Yeah. I can't think of any more. Man, I mean, I like, of course, there's Snow White, which is great. You know, you got the dwarves and the elves or whatever. I like them, but I don't know. I would say number 1 is definitely The Lion King. Got me.
Hey, I love that. For me, The Lion King is my favorite. You know, of course, you know, I mentioned it up here on past interviews, but you know, if this is somebody's first time watching, for me, it's The Lion King, a Goofy movie, Mulan, Hercules, and Aladdin. Those are my top 5 Disney movies.
Oh man, yeah, that's great too. See, there's so many, and it's like, oh, how do you
choose 5?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, I feel like
great too. I've loved all those songs. I remember singing. Oh man, yes, Mulan. Strong woman characters.
Yeah, I love, that Disney, they have movies where it's just like all of the characters are relatable. You know what I'm saying? And like how you was just saying with Mulan, even though the main character was a woman and she was a strong woman, it's something that me, when I was a kid watching it, it's like I could relate to her struggles that she was going through. And that's just something I love about Disney movies, is that it's something that everybody can relate to, but then at the same time it's something that if like you're really going through it, like this is definitely relatable to what I'm going through. So to move along, I want to ask you this now. When you're not cosplaying, what are some of your hobbies that you're into?
Oh man, I like gardening.
Hey,
usually that's what I'm doing, is I'm gardening. I really like growing stuff.
Of course, you gotta grow the apple to poison Snow White, and
there you go.
The apple pie to make Sleeping Beauty fall asleep.
Yeah, but that's what I went to school for, was horticulture. So anything, I grow like different stuff every year, like tomatoes and stuff you can't buy at the store, just to try to grow it, if I can do it.
Yeah, I mean, and like that's awesome, because it's like, how many people can say that they can grow something? I mean, it's like I just became a plant daddy this year, and it's
congratulations.
Definitely. Thank you. I have a pot host right now. I have a Christmas cactus, and then I have a spider
plant.
Yeah, I was gonna say spider plant, but I didn't want to butcher the name.
Yeah, no, it's a spider plant. It looks like it's got little babies coming off of it that look just like the mother plant. Yeah, that's spider plant.
Now, unfortunately, the spider plant isn't doing too well right now, unfortunately, but the Christmas cactus is doing really well, and the pot host was the first plant that I got, and it looks beautiful. Like at first I thought it was going to die, because it's like I had it outside in the sun during the summertime, and I was watering it, but it just like I was just like, yo, this isn't working. So I brought it in the house, and then I started taking my time with it, and like now, like it looks amazing. And like
Wonderful.
I said, thank you. So it's like I love nature, I mean, because we're both from Virginia. Have you ever been to Botanical Gardens?
Oh yeah, that's like yes.
Yo,
that's like my place. I actually, so when I first graduated from the horticultural program, I almost worked at the Botanical Garden. I was there, and they had like the whole board. So there's like lots of people that have to agree to let you work there.
Yeah.
And so, so I was approved to work there, which was really cool. And then I was an intern at the zoo for the horticulture department.
Nice.
And I worked there for a while too. But yeah, I've always done something. But yeah, the Botanical Garden is like,
it's a nice place. It's definitely so beautiful. It is beautiful, especially like all throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, of course, like during the spring and the summer, like everything is blooming, but like even when you go there in the fall, like it just looks beautiful. And my favorite time of the year to go to Botanical Gardens is this month right here, because you have all the Christmas lights and whatnot, and it just looks so beautiful. So everybody that's watching this video, if you're not from Virginia, if you ever come to Virginia, go to Botanical Gardens. And Formidonis, I want to say, when you said that you had the whole board there, I'm sitting here thinking about the Jedi Council.
It was just like that. It was so scary, because it's just everyone, and they ask you all these technical questions. And I mean, it's no big deal for me, but being put on the spot with all those people. Oh man!
You got Mace Windu sitting there, and it's like she is not ready.
That's nervous.
But yeah, that is awesome. And if you love nature, like I said, check out Botanical Gardens. But I think that's cool that that you plan and whatnot, and it's definitely it's a challenge, you know what I'm saying? Just like cosplaying, it's a challenge because it's like you start from scratch, especially if you're making your own thing. And I just love that, you know, you have a creative mind. So it's like I know that you're really just starting to get your foot in the door when it comes to cosplay, and I really hope that you blossom into it, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Oh yeah, for sure, you're welcome. So now I want to ask you, I have 2 final questions for you because this is the, you know, Christmas season, the Great Gingerbread War is coming up. I want to ask you, what is like a family tradition that you like to do around the holidays?
Oh man, I cook. So I like for everyone to come over and eat my food. Nice. I just love to feed everybody. I make as many things as I can. And I just love it when everyone comes over and they say, "Oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever eaten." And I'm like,
I love that.
Tell me more about how much you love my food.
I love that. Hey, well, look, make sure that you have some milk and cookies for Santa Banks and the crew because, you know, I don't know, because you are evil and I am giving you cold. So you might poison that and then you're going to have sleeping Banks.
No, I'm good. I'm good for Christmas time. I'm not that naughty.
All right, hey,
I pause my naughty for Christmas.
All right, well, hey, I might reconsider giving you 2 pieces of coal, and I might only give you 1 now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you hook me up, I'll hook you up. So now the final question that I have for you is, what is a Christmas gift that you have received in your life that was your favorite Christmas gift of all time?
Oh man, my favorite Christmas gift.
This is the hard one.
Well, I think it was my dog Charlie. It was my favorite Christmas gift ever. Oh. He's the best dog. He's my Christmas puppy. He's not a puppy anymore. He's like 6 years old, but I call him my Christmas puppy. So yeah, he's the best gift ever.
I love that. I really do. And then my jaw dropped when you said Charlie, because that was my dog's name. Charlie Blacktail. He was a Labrador. So yeah.
Mine is Charlie Barkins.
I love it. I love it, man. So, you know, Formidonis, thank you so much for joining me up here on Who's That Cosplayer. Before I let you go, let everybody in social media land know where they can find you at.
Oh gosh. Well, you can find me on Instagram, Formidonis Reign, and I think that Snapchat and Twitter. I think that's where I am. And eventually there'll be a link tree where you can find the other stuff. But you know, I just started, so just keep an eye out. You'll see me.
Awesome. And everybody, make sure that you support her. Make sure that you follow her, because she, like she said, she did just start. And you know, when you're starting and getting your foot in the door in the cosplay game, it's good to have a good following, so that way, you know, the hard work that she puts in with her costumes, she knows that she has support. So thank you again, Formidonis, for joining me. You know where you can find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. And you can find me on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again, Formidonis, for joining me up here. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope that you have a safe Christmas. I hope that you eat, you be merry, and you have a good time. Stay safe. Keep that pinky up. The Great Gingerbread War is coming. I'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace.
Bye.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Podcast, we got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.